So, my experience of the consultation here in Belfast on Sunday, and one never knows what you're going to find, and it's quite extraordinary at times. And the initial call was that the mother and the son who visited with his partner would always be absolutely exhausted in the house, didn't want to get up, didn't want to wake up, and really having a lot of health problems. And so arriving at the house, it was actually in a very beautiful suburb of Belfast. Quite a lovely garden, very nourishing plants, nice house. And we sat in the living room getting the story, and the mother, which we are calling Mary for confidentiality reasons, was telling us about her history and how she came to be there. And they'd actually moved some 18 years ago, and they've been living in this energy all that time, and of course it had taken its toll on them. And as we were sitting listening, as I do what I do, I became aware of a woman in spirit upstairs on the first floor. And this was to play itself out as quite a major part of the story. And essentially, in brief, the story was that Mary had been married to a policeman who had been killed in the Troubles here some time ago, and the story that the woman in spirit had to tell was that she was connected to a policeman who she blamed for her son's death in the riots. And interestingly, she was out to haunt him, and she'd actually committed suicide and had come back and hung around in the bedroom upstairs, determined to actually take revenge on her husband. So that's pretty strong in itself. And the whole thing of the law of attraction is that it's the marriage to the policeman, and in fact it was the son who had actually asked me if I would come and work with them, that actually decided to buy this particular house. And the age of the son of the woman in spirit who got killed was the same age. So it was like a surrogate son that she'd taken on. So the story gets very complex, and through this attraction piece, they ended up living there, but they'd moved in with this trauma and this hatred of this woman in spirit who had committed suicide, wanting to take revenge on her husband, blaming her for the death of their son. So that the process was to actually, first of all, to discover that, and once the person in spirit is seen, they have a chance to be honoured for their part, their pain felt, and then they can release, which is what happened. And during the space clearing, aligning process, that allows that person in spirit to fully release and move on. And we wait to see feedback and hear feedback, but the one bit of feedback we did get yesterday was that the partner the lady partner was had much better sleep during the night, and she wasn't bothered by the spirit energy that always she felt lingered around the house, and she felt very uncomfortable whenever she visited to even get out of bed and go downstairs. So that had shifted, and the man who'd asked me to go over He'd woken up really early and bounced out of bed, and usually he just does not want to get up, he's fatigued. And so there's immediate, within an overnight shift in the energy that the people have felt. And so we just wait now to see what else happens with Mary and what changes in her life. And I'll let you know in due course. So I hope you found that interesting, and yeah, there'll be more to come. Thank you for watching.